two other revolutions that we have studied in class and we are going to study in class. One of them is Iranian Revolution and the other one is Mexican Revolution. All three revolutions share some similarities. First of all, all three revolutions include um, were participated by majority of the people. There are several leaders and citizens who actually participated in the revolution and brought one specific side, to the victory. Second is that it included violence because most revolutions are the cause of the fight between two different ideas, parties, or sides. As a result, violence was included in order for one side to bring the other side down. Third is that it all three revolutions resulted in new type of government, and Cuban Revolution can be an example. It u- Cu- Cuba used to have a democracy in the government system, and because of the revolution, a new leader actually communism brought in communism to the government system, and that was the rise of the communism in the Cuban history. Of all the revolutions, I think Cuban Revolution is most justified because it was the revolution that actually took place to prevent Batista from committing a political crime, which is using illegal methods to bring bring himself to the presidential place. As a result, I think Cuban Revolution is most justified. It was the revolution that took place to prevent any political crime from happening in Cuba. For third question, I believe that violent overthrow of the government is not acceptable because by bringing violence, it will bring another violence which will eventually cause a revolution, and as I mentioned before, it will cause sacrifices and a lot of kills between citizens and leaders. As a result, is not the solution, but rather negotiation is required in order for one to actually either overthrow the government or change the government system. Or number four, I think the best way for citizens to make change is actually um, gather some of their ideas or make them actually participate in making decisions so that not only the people in the political side but also citizens' opinion is also included in making decision or bringing a change. I think that is the best way for citizens to actually make a change instead of creating a violence or protesting against the country system or law. Of all the revolutions, I find Cuban Revolution is the most interesting because it was kind of new that the revolution actually took place because of the illegal action that was going on during the presidential election. Some of the revolutions that I studied mostly was caused by different sides, um, conflict between different sides or the clashes of different ideas. But actually, in Cuban Revolution, it was caused by the action that took place during the presidential election, and it was kind of new to me. So that's why I think Cuban Revolution seem is most interesting.